stuff, Dr. Umar, when we know there's a school to prison pipeline, we know it's 6 cycles that lead you to basically a dead end, you know.
Here's the Achilles heel. Black people are $2 trillion people.
You mean in their
our gross national product is $2 trillion. That makes us the richest group of Africans on the planet, the 10th richest nation in the world. You spend $2 billion on Air Jordan every year. You spend $4 billion on alcohol every year. We spend $20 billion on weave and perm every year. $2 billion on Timberland boots every year. $1 billion on McDonald's every year. You buy twice the amount of Mercedes Benzes as white folks, even though you only have 1/3 of their wealth every year. The reason people don't feel sorry for blacks in America, I want to be clear. The reason nobody feels sorry for black America is because black America doesn't feel sorry enough for itself. We are the only people of our color who could solve our problems ourselves with no government intervention. Why don't we do it? Because although you are physically an African, biologically an African, genetically an African, phenotypically an African, spiritually an African, you are psychologically a European. You think like the white man, you feel like the white man, you believe like the white man, you operate like the white man. You understand? So the reason we can't do for ourselves is because we look at ourselves through blue eyes and blonde hair.
That's real.
In other words, until you kill the nigger, the African will never be free. You can take the slave out of slavery, but until the slave takes the slavery out of himself, you'll never be free. Here's the thing. The most critical things that must be done for black liberation cannot be done by white people. The most critical things that must be done for African liberation cannot be done with money. I believe in reparations. We're entitled to reparations. We're going to get our reparations, but guess what? External reparations mean nothing until there is first internal reparations and a spiritual restoration. Until you fix your self-hate, until you bring about unity, until the black men and black women work through their issues, until we show our children that we love them, not as individuals, but as a community. I don't care how much money the white man give you. It won't work for you because your biggest problems are not financial. You're a $2 trillion people. You don't even need his reparations, truth be told.
Right.
You don't even need it.
Don't even need it.
And with that being said, if you get reparations, it won't be for you. It'll be through you. But it'll go to the Arabs, the Latinos, the Mexicans, the Jews. You're going to give it right back to the European. Give a Negro $1 million today, Mercedes Benz will be richer tomorrow. You see? You got to change the way we think before you change anything else about us. And that's what's wrong. We want to hurry up. Let's organize. Let's fight. Let's do that. But until you change the peculiar characteristics of the Negro psyche, until you exercise the cracker from the consciousness of the African, the African will never be free to behave like an African.
Well, but how many of us are brave enough or even, want to develop into ourselves to where we want to correct?
Oh, we don't want that. Black people don't want reality. Listen, deception and imagination is a distractor that black people depend on. Reality.
I said that.
Listen. Reality is what we live, but we don't want to accept it. So we pull up out and stick a pipe in there called white Jesus
or NFL or
NBA, gangster rap, shopping, food, white girls, you name it. The one thing black people do not want is a realistic assessment of their problems. They will kill you if you try to get them to see their world as it is. Woo! We don't want to see the world as it is. Why you think the church is still successful? Why you think the black politicians are still successful? Because the church sells you a dream after you die, and the politicians sell you a dream after you vote.
Are we afraid? I mean, like here.
No, it's fear, but there's something greater than fear. You don't want the responsibilities that liberation brings. Black people want to be free, but you don't want the freedom of liberation. Does the black man really want the white man to stop giving the black woman food stamps, housing, health care.
Because you'll be forced to do it.
Stops, that means you got to do it.
Huh?
If the white man shut down his public schools, are you going to teach your kids?
Right.
See, we can talk about how the white man is keeping us down.
Yeah.
But are you willing to step in his place?
That's what I was saying when I see.
Yeah.
And guess what? The black woman will never respect us until we step in his place.
Well, speak to that. It seems like nowadays the black
woman is the only woman that out earns and out educates her man in this country. No other woman out earns and out educates their man. She's the only woman who can make decisions about your child without your permission.
By design.
By design. Willie Lynch turned a man into a woman and turned a woman into a man.
War on poverty, Lyndon Johnson.
Absolutely. But a war on
take
poverty.
a man out the home.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And make the woman dependent on us.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of black women don't have problems with the white man. You give a black woman a compliment, she'll roll her eyes.
Yeah.
That white man give her a compliment, she won't forget it the rest of her life.
Joy.
Yeah. Right, because how can your woman respect you if she has an employer and then when she go to church, she has a spiritual God?
Yeah, and the white man loves it because if the black woman don't want the black man, and if the black man don't want the black woman, that automatically spells the extermination of the black family. And the white man is even proliferating this because when you look at all the commercials and TV shows, it's all interracial couples and gay couples. There's no more true black couples. When the last time you seen a black man and a black woman on a commercial? When the last time you seen a black man and a black woman on the TV show? Is gay?
Look what they did to the guy that was championing that bill from Cosby, from where you're from. He was championing putting a positive image out there of black people.
Yeah, but the white man, see, in order to kill off black people, you got to kill off black love.
Yeah.